Sooner Scoop HD.
Somewhat not have to be new to you now, going through that first year. How important was that to go through everything for those first times?
Yeah, just year one in general for everyone. Although I knew a lot of it, it's just different when everyone's finding their way. But being here in year two, obviously it's 9-day difference. Obviously time, growth, being in the offense, everyone's feeling a lot more comfortable. So a lot of positives.
How much growth can happen here over the next 14 practices, 13 practices, whatever you guys have left?
Still a bunch. We got a lot of experiences that we can learn from, and that'll show up time and time again. And then as we continue to compete, there's gonna be a lot of teaching moments for us, and we just gotta take it the right way and grow. So.
Dillon, what do you think about your offseason? It looks like you put on 6 or 7 pounds. It looks like you had a pretty good offseason.
No, yeah, just leaning up, feeling good. Schmitty's getting us right. There's a little extra push, which is good. We needed it, but I'm feeling good and blessed, so that's good.
Can you quantify some of the ways, some of the differences, some of the changes for yourself personally when it comes to studying or working in the playbook or teaching other guys or whatever it is?
Yeah, I think that's the next step, obviously, seeing where I can take this thing, not just where it's at, but, taking it to a whole nother level. That's important on my end, but also just leading, being more vocal. It's my team and taking full reins of that. So just focus on that and making sure I'm coming to work every day because, I'm setting the tone. So.
What are some of the ways you do that?
You got to lead from the front. You got to be vocal. You got to challenge other guys, and that's what I'm here to do. But also, I think it's really good having guys like McCade, Jaleel, Drake. A lot of the veterans are guys who've obviously produced. Just speaking up. I think Coach Schmitty does a good job of that. Pushing everyone to be vocal. But I think seeing everyone's next step, that's big.
I know you've been in some big situations, but before you came to Oklahoma. But was it uncomfortable at times last year? Just the gravity of being the quarterback at Oklahoma, the attention that was on you, the pressure of people judging everything that you did, every throw that you made.
Just it comes with the position. I'm prepared for it. I've been doing it my whole life, so like I said, I knew what I was getting into. But I'm blessed to be here. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I know it's a blessing to be here, so I don't take that ever lightly. So just coming with that approach has been really good for me.
I think a lot of people saw you in the bowl game and they were like, that's kind of a different Dillon. Like he seems more free, he's more fired up. Like, is that kind of who you want to be moving forward as a quarterback at Oklahoma? For
sure. I think I want to play my game. I want to be really consistent, be accurate, and obviously win. That's been a big emphasis for me. Whatever it is, just having that attitude, it's a habit, and just emphasizing that habit with every rep. Obviously, that's the goal, but making that a point of emphasis.
Your early impressions of the young guy, Jackson?
He's a great dude. I got to host him, and obviously I've built a relationship with him through his recruiting process, so that was really cool. They have just a great family. Know the mom, know the dad. Met the dogs, so he's just a good dude, and physically he's got everything he wants to do, but just learning and freshman things that he's gonna be just fine.
He is a freshman. What do you like about his game?
More than his game, I just like the type of person he is. I think it takes that kind of person to be a quarterback. Super selfless, loving, caring, and that's what we need. Not me guys, but we guys.
Dillon, what are some of the things that you were maybe learning this time 5 or so years ago that he's learning now, just stepping into being a college quarterback, wherever he's in that room?
A lot. You think about a freshman who's 18 years old, really should be in high school. They're juggling a lot of things, and a lot of people don't put that in perspective. We're playing at a high level, but he's also 18, so he's learning, he's growing, and just got to take that whole into perspective. He's got school, he's got a relationship, he's got his family, he's got football. He's got a lot going on, which is obviously what we sign up for, but just something to think about. A lot's, to put in perspective. But he's doing a great job, and he's doing just fine. But, he's a stud. Love the kid.
You've got a lot of young, talented receivers. Are you at your best in your career in being able to help those guys out, do you think?
For sure. I'm in my 5th year, so I'm, stepping up as that and, making sure, I've obviously done it a couple times. And any way I can help, I got to speak up. and be vocal, and that's something, it comes very naturally to me. So just having guys who are so receptive to my information and my knowledge makes it easy. And likewise, them communicating my way, that's just as important.
How much does a guy like Drake help you with that?
Huge. I mean, that's a guy I've been spending a lot of time with. One, he's one of my best friends, but two, he's just really dedicated to his craft. So that's someone I've been spending a lot of time with, working with, and it shows.
Dillon, what's your thoughts on your overall receiving group?
I'd just say freaky. We got a lot of guys who can do a lot of different things, and at the end of the day, it's going to be making plays, and that's the name of the game, making big-time plays and big-time moments. They all are capable of doing that, but just making it happen, where it's a production-based sport or performance-based, and that's what we got to do.
Dillon, you've got Marvin goes to the pros or heads off to the pros, and from the outside looking in, at least, Jaleel maybe is that next guy.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, how is life different for him, being that number one, whether it's in September or right now?
I would say just a mindset. It's a mentality, showing up every day, and when you are that one, you got to be the guy who sets the tone, the guy who comes ready to work, and can influence others. That's what a leader does, is makes other people around them better. And obviously it starts with me, but everyone in their position groups, Drake, Jaleel, McCade, Rame, TG, it takes all of us, especially it being player-led and not coach-fed. So.
Dylan, I got two questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
One, have you made it out to Mo Bettas yet? And two, as you've had the opportunity to kind of digest what happened in the 2022 season, what do you think was the biggest lesson you learned through the ups and downs of last year? One,
I have been to Mo Bettas.
Nice.
It is pretty dang good. And two, just a lot of reflecting. It was good to go home, and it was a season for sure. Don't get that twisted, for a lot of the players and a lot of the coaches, everyone involved. The family, the fans, everyone. So just a lot to reflect and a lot to learn from, and we got to make sure we learn from it and be able to change and flip the script for us. It's going to be important, but it takes every single day, like Coach says. So.
Dylan, the Knights are in the Big 12 now.
Yep.
When you were there, did you guys talk about this or picture a day when UCF would be in a major conference, Power 5 conference?
Obviously, there's talks about it. It's cool that it's all come into fruition, but super grateful for my time there, and obviously growing up there, and it was part of my journey. So I'm grateful for that time and all the memories. And it's obviously an exciting time. So.
It's one of those situations where it can't happen unless you envision it. You have to keep that dream alive, or whatever that dynamic is.
You're saying
From UCF's perspective, like they had a lot of big dreams.
I don't want to speak on their behalf, but I will say, with all the movement in general, crazy things are going to happen, and obviously we're going to the next SEC next year, so that's a good thing for us.
Sooner Scoop HD.